Dr. Tracy Bennett from Get Kids Internet Safe. Welcome to your family video. Today is week 12 of your GKIS app, and we're going to talk about healthy brain enrichment. Did you know that each of us have 125 trillion synapses in our brain? A synapse is the gap between brain cells, we call neurons, where all the action happens through a neurochemical process. In other words, there are kind of chemicals between those gaps, and that determines mood, learning, how well we remember things, how well our body functions. So that means our brains work on a use it or lose it system, meaning that different brain wiring happens because of what we expose our brain to each day. So if we get good sleep, good exercise, and good nutrition, and we offer our brains a healthy environment, then we end up with really healthy brains. So that means not too much screen time, but a balance of different learning activities. So let me tell you a little bit more about how the brain works with this quick whiteboard video.
Child brain health and screen time. Did you know that the brain doesn't just sprout new brain cells as kids mature? Instead, the brain undergoes a constant remodeling process with separate modules of gray matter volume increasing and decreasing simultaneously as we learn. When performing new tasks, several brain areas engage at once. With practice, specialized superhighways form, using fewer areas with more efficiency. Specialized neurons remain, and inactive neurons prune away based on a pre-programmed genetic blueprint and learning opportunities. To optimize brain health, kids need a variety of enriching learning experiences, both on-screen and off. We are specially wired to learn through interpersonal connection, with attentive parents gradually ratcheting up challenge to lead child learning. Other brain health factors include rejuvenating sleep, good nutrition, and frequent outdoor exercise. That means good parents offer lots of two-dimensional and three-dimensional engagement and healthy lifestyle activities using Get Kids Internet Safe strategies.
All right, so that was a lot of information in a real quick video. So what I want to tell you is essentially that just means that our heads don't get bigger and bigger and bigger as we grow older. So we don't just get more and more neurons and more brain cells as we get older. Our brain just works more efficiently. So you know your brain is at its biggest when you're 10 years old. That's when the volume is the biggest. And from there, it starts to form superhighways. So instead of needing a lot of different brain cells to perform one task, it only needs a couple with practice. So your brain has these mirror neurons, they're called, where they're hungry for new information. And you actually learn how to do things sometimes just by watching other people do it, and also sometimes by doing. And each time you watch somebody do it, and each time you practice it yourself, you need fewer and fewer neurons firing, which are your brain cells, in order to get that task done. So you need fewer neurons as you get older, and instead these perfectly aligned superhighways of information or superhighways of neurons. And so as you get older, your brain just gets more and more and more efficient. It trashes the neurons you don't need. We call that pruning. And it adds on the neurons that you do need, which we call neuroplasticity, which means that your brain is plastic. It's always changing based on how healthy you feed it. So let's talk about what you're going to do to feed it in your family exercise today. All right, so you guys have probably figured out that I'm all about fun and spending time with friends and family, and also having fun online, because life is short, right? We got to have a great time. And I happen to love learning, and that's why I teach at the university. I really encourage kids and parents to set up situations so kids continue to love learning. So your family exercise for this week is to watch a nature documentary together. I just watched an amazing one about the colors in nature and how animals see colors differently based on their species. So it turns out that deer can't see orange. Deer in India can't see the color orange. And that's why tigers get away with like pouncing up to them, because or prowling or stalking up to them because they can't see their orange. They just see their orange coat as green. I mean, who knew? Anyway, that's a very cool, it's on Netflix. It's something about the color of nature. And another one I really loved on Netflix this season was My Octopus Teacher. That's a really fun one to watch with the family, but there's a million. Planet Earth, find the ones that fit you guys' interest and have a great time together. So there you have it. This is your week 12 coaching video as a family. And I hope you guys are having fun with the GKIS app. I'll see you next week.